if you're a travel blogger and you always have to generate the articles for your travel blogging website, then this video is for you, because here I'm going to teach you how to write travel blogs automatically using AI. Here AI means artificial intelligence technique. Okay, so you just need to add the title of your blog into the spreadsheet, and as soon as you are going to do that, the blog and its image will be generated automatically, and it will be even drafted automatically into the Google Docs application. Yes, it is possible. Simply provide the title into the spreadsheet and get your blog drafted into the Google Docs application automatically. And even a non-technical person can create this automation very easily. You just need to follow my instructions till the end of this video, and you will be also able to create this automation by yourself. So let's start the process. So this is my weekly travel blog list, and here I'm going to add the blog titles one by one, and you will see the blogs will be generated automatically using OpenAI application, about which I'll tell you in the video only. And to do that, I'll have to connect my spreadsheet, the OpenAI application and Google Docs with the help of Pabbly Connect. Well, it is an amazing integration and automation software, and you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link in my description box. Now, if you are a new user, you will have to sign up for free, where you will also get free tasks to test these kinds of amazing automation. I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I'm clicking on sign in, clicking on access now, and this is how you can also reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. And after reaching out to the dashboard, you will have to click on this blue button, create workflow, and just provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. So I'm going to provide a random name, something like, okay, why it is taking a time, I'll have to click on this button once again. Okay, so just provide a random name. So let's say I'm providing the name as auto generate articles using OpenAI from Google Sheets and draft in Google Docs. So here basically our automation is going to create with the help of three applications: the OpenAI application, the spreadsheet, and lastly the Google Docs. So that is why we are going to connect these applications with the help of this Pabbly Connect software. Okay, so here you can see two windows appeared in front of you. These are trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So whenever this happens, do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, send an email via Gmail application. Well, here according to our use case, whenever the blog title is added in Google Sheets application, auto generate the article via OpenAI application, and ultimately draft the blog in Google Docs application. So this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are setting up an automation. And here I am going to create the automation in between Google Sheets, OpenAI and Google Docs. So that is why these application I am going to select here, and the first application I am going to select here is Google Sheets, and I want as soon as a new data is added into my spreadsheet, this automation should trigger, or this automation should start. So that is why I'm selecting the trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet. Now here you can see, as soon as I have selected these two things, a webhook URL and few set of instructions are available here. So the idea here is we are going to connect our spreadsheet with the Pabbly Connect, and then we are going to capturing the data here into the Pabbly Connect. And for that, you'll require this webhook URL. So copy this webhook URL and follow my instructions, basically these instructions. So go back to your spreadsheet. Here you will find the extension option. You'll have to click on that, go to add-ons, click on get add-ons, and here you'll have to search for the Pabbly Connect webhooks option. Alright, so I'm going to search for the same Pabbly Connect webhooks, and here you will see the add-on of Pabbly Connect, which you will have to install into your account. Well, it is already installed into my account, so that is why I'm not going to install it. But once you will install it, you can simply close it from here, and again you will have to click on extension, and you will finally find the Pabbly Connect webhooks option. Here you'll have to open this initial setup option, and here exactly we are going to paste the same webhook URL which we have received via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so here you can see webhook URL option. Simply paste the webhook URL which you have just received, and the trigger column, well, it is the last data entry column. Okay, so you'll have to read the instructions. The trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that raw data will be sent to the webhook URL. So basically basically it is asking you to provide the trigger column, and in this particular case I have the trigger column as C. So what is this trigger column all about? So basically we are telling the system that as soon as the data is filled up to column C, that means it can actually send the data to Pabbly Connect. Basically it can actually trigger this automation. So that is why in this particular case I am going to add the details. I'm going to add the trigger column as C. So assume that I have added this particular title and the date of creation is actually 13th December. Okay, and here the blog status will be as published once this blog is live. So instead of C, how about I keep the trigger column as the B. Okay, as soon as I'm going to provide the blog title and the date of creation, the automation should trigger. Okay, so I'm going to open the same once again, and here I'll be pasting. Well, I have already pasted the webhook URL, so don't worry about that. And the trigger column, well, it has already selected as B. Now I'm going to clicking on the send test button, but before that let me show you here Pabbly Connect is actually waiting for the response. Okay, so log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So basically it is asking you to do a test submission, and here the test submission means adding of a new data, adding of a data into the new row, and I am going to do the same. Okay, so clicking on send test and you will see the same data will be sent to the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I'm going to submit it and I'm going to close this box, and here you will see the details of my spreadsheet will be captured. The trigger column is B, the spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, the spreadsheet name again, sorry, the sheet name, sheet ID, and we have the row index, the date of creation, and the blog title as 10 best places to visit in Bhopal reviews. And here you can see it is the same title. So the first step of our automation is actually done, which was connecting the spreadsheet and Pabbly Connect and capturing the data here. Now we are going to send the same data to OpenAI application. Basically we are going to generate the articles using this particular application. So what is this application all about? Let me tell you from the scratch. So open the new tab, and here you will have to search for the openai.com, and this is how you can reach out to the website of OpenAI. Clicking on this API section, and I am going to directly log in into this application. Well, OpenAI is an amazing AI research and deployment company using which you can perform various AI activities, AI related activities, and in this video I am going to show how you can generate the articles using artificial intelligence technique. Okay, so build next gen apps with OpenAI's powerful models. So firstly I am going to log in into this particular option or application, as I already have an account into it. Okay, and after login to the dashboard of OpenAI, you'll have to directly open this playground section. Here you can see as the name suggests, playground, we are actually going to play with her content. Okay, so as soon as I'm going to provide some instructions here, you will see the articles will be generated automatically. So how about I just give a command, an instruction, something like write a story on dog, and you will see the magic. Okay, so I'll have to correct the spelling first. Write a story on dog and click on submit, and you will see the blog, the story will be generated automatically as per the instructions I have provided here, basically as per the settings. Okay, so once upon a time there lived a young boy named John who had a pet dog named Max. Max was a big black Labrador and was the most loyal and caring pet anyone could ever ask for. So you can clearly see that what an interesting story it has generated. And not just the story, you can even make use of OpenAI for generating the articles, for generating the replies and reviews of the Google My Business, or to perform several kinds of activities such as image creation, etc. Okay, and in this video I am going to make use of OpenAI for generating the blogs, basically the travel blogs. Okay, but before that let me give you a quick explanation of all the features. Okay, so once you will reach out to the playground section, you will find various options in the right hand side. So let us discuss this quickly one by one. So firstly it will ask you the model. Well, I am going to generate the articles using this text the Vinci 003 model, because it is the most capable model in the GPT-3 series via which you can generate the articles. Okay, you can select your model as per your choice. Okay, now it is asking for the temperature, so we will have to read the instructions that it controls the randomness. Okay, lowering results in less randomness completion. As the temperature approaches to 0, the model will become more deterministic and repetitive. So you'll have to provide a value, so that instead of providing the deterministic and repetitive content, it will provide you the unique content. So that is why I will go with this 0.7 value. Now it is asking for the maximum length, the maximum number of tokens to generate. Request can use up to 2048 or to 4000 tokens shared between the prompt and the completion. The exact limit varies by model. One token is roughly 4 characters for normal English text. So you can assume that the maximum length is actually considered as the number of characters of your article. Okay, here right now I will proceed with the 256 characters only. Okay, asking for the stop sequence, up to 4 sequences where the API will stop generating the further tokens. The returned text will not contain the stop sequence. So you can use any random sequence for as a stop sequence for your content. So what does it mean? Let me show you that. Let's say I am providing the instruction as write a reply for this. Okay, and here I am going to provide the content as thank you for sharing this video on YouTube. So assume that someone has just posted this particular comment and you want a reply to be generated, right? A reply for this, and here exactly I'll use my stop sequence. Basically I'm telling the system that here exactly it should consider the text has ended. Okay, clicking on submit and you will see that you're welcome, I'm glad you found it helpful. The reply has been generated automatically, and here it has find out the sequence. Okay, so you can provide the sequence as per your choice. Asking for the top P, so control the diversities via nucleus sampling, and 0.5 means half of all likelihood weighted options are considered. Again, it controls the randomness and the originality of the model, so you can even read more about the nucleus sampling. Secondly, it has the frequency penalty, so how much to penalize new tokens based on their existing frequency in the text so far. So basically it decreases the model's likelihood to repeat the same line verbatim. Okay, so it completely depends on what the frequency you are considering here, and based on that it will generate the content, it will repeat the lines, or it will provide the unique content. The presence penalty, well, how much to penalize new tokens based on whether they appear in the text so far. Basically it increases the model's likelihood to talk about the new topics. All right, best of, well, it generate the multiple completion server side and displays only the best. Okay, so streaming only works when set to 1. Okay, since it acts as a multiplier on the number of completion, so this parameters can eat into your token quota very quickly. So generally it provides the content best out of 1, best out of 2. Okay, so it is completely again up to your choice. If you are going to provide the number as 3, it will generate the content 3 times, and then it will provide you the content best out of 3. Okay, so this is how one by one you can do these settings, and after you have set up the account and perform all these settings, come back to Pabbly Connect, and here you will have to search for the action event as the generate content, since we are going to generate the article automatically using that title which we have just received in the Google Sheets application. Okay, for the connection it is asking for the token. Well, you will have to directly click on this hyperlink and it will directly take you to that particular section since we are already logged in. Okay, and from here you'll have to create a new secret key. Okay, so I'm going to do the same. I will generate the new secret key, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to paste the same, clicking on save, and this is how you will see that the OpenAI account will be connected with Pabbly Connect immediately. Now it is again asking to select the model. Well, I have just told you you that you can go with the text Vinci model. So that is why I'll select the same. Well, it has got selected automatically. Now it is asking for the prompt. Well, I have forgot to mention about the prompt. So whatever the instructions you are providing into the playground is considered as the prompt. Okay, so let's say here I'm providing the instruction as write a reply for this. That will be considered as the prompt. Let me even show you. I have clicked on this view code button, and here you can see I have the prompt as write a reply for this. Thank you for sharing this video. Okay, so this is going to be considered as the prompt. So coming back here, and here I am going to write a prompt as write a blog on, and here I will map the title which I have received via Google Sheets, and for that I don't need to manually copy the data and paste it here. I'm going to map it, and mapping is very simple. Simply click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. You just need to select that particular field, and this is how mapping will be performed. And what is the importance of mapping? Well, whatever the values you are going to add it manually, these details will be remain same, but whatever the data you are going to map, this data will automatically change when this automation will work in real time. So what will happen? So assume that I'm going to add the new data in the spreadsheet, then the new data will be captured via Pabbly Connect, and that new data will replace this existing values. So this is how this automation is going to take place, and this is the power of mapping. Okay, again, this will not change since I am adding it manually. Now it is asking to select the maximum token. So if I'll leave this particular field blank, it will take the default value as 256. So how about I leave all the things blank, because it is going to take the default value, and these are actually not mandatory. Now finally I'll be clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will see that in the response of Pabbly Connect, a unique, a random, and an automated generated article will be provided. Okay, so under this choices 0 text, you will find your article. Here you can see I had the title as 10 best places to visit in Bhopal reviews. Okay, let us check for our content. Bhopal is the capital of Madhya Pradesh and a beautiful city to explore. The city is full of fascinating monuments, amazing lakes, and fabulous temples. And let us check for more. So we have the Upper Lake as the first place to visit, the Bhimbetka rock shelters, we have the Van Vihar National Park, and this is how the article will be generated automatically, and you will find your article in this choices 0 text. Now I also want to generate an image for the same article, basically a feature image. So how about I search for the OpenAI application once again, and I am going to generate a unique image automatically via OpenAI only. Okay, in action event I want to generate an image. Now click on connect, and this time instead of going with the new connection, I'll go with the existing connections only, because I have just made the connection with OpenAI application in the previous step only. Asking for the prompt, so how about I write it as write a nice image. Okay, it's not a write, basically create an image on, and here I will again map the title of my blog. Okay, number of images to be generated, well, I just want to create one image and the default value is 1 only. Well, here you can specify the size. How about I provide the size as 256 or maybe 512. Okay, clicking on this button save and send test request, and again I'm expecting to generate an image automatically. All right, it is loading. Alright, the response has been received. Let us check. Here we have the response, and here we have the image. Let us copy paste and open it in a new tab, and yes, you can see an image has been generated automatically with the help of Pabbly Connect. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, and once the image is ready, once the content is ready, finally we are going to add this data. We are going to draft our article into the Google Docs application. So that is why the next application will be Google Docs only. All right, and here I want to create a blank document first, and in that document I am going to embed my article details. Okay, so here we have the action name as the create blank document, which I have selected. Clicking on connect, clicking on add new connection, and provide the access of your Google Drive account in which you would like to save your articles. All right, so I'm going to provide the same, and don't worry, Pabbly Connect is 100% safe. Your data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. Okay, providing the access. Alright, so here you can see my Google Docs application is connected with Pabbly Connect. Simply it is asking for the document name. Basically, whatever the document you are creating, what should be the name. So I would like to give the name via the Google Sheets data only. So again, I am going to map the title which I have received via sheet. Okay, so this is the title. This is going to be the document name of my document. Okay, clicking on this button and you will see as soon as I'll click on this button, the document will be generated automatically. So here is my Google Drive. If I will refresh my Google Drive, you will see that blank document. I have 10 best places to visit in Bhopal. Let us open this particular document, and here you can see it is completely blank. Now in the next step, I am going to append the paragraph. Basically, I am going to append the article which I have created with the help of OpenAI. So again, you will have to click on this plus icon. Again, I am going to search for the Google Docs application only, and this time I am going to search for the action event as append a paragraph. Okay, so we have append a paragraph to a document. Again, click on connect, and this time again, instead of the new connection, I'll go with the existing connection. Clicking on save, and you will see your Google Docs application will be connected with Pabbly Connect once again. And finally, you just need to provide these two details and your article will be appended with your Google Docs or document. Okay, so firstly it is asking for the document. Okay, choose your document from here. So instead of selecting my document from this drop down, firstly I'll enable this mapping button, remove this existing ID, and from here I am going to map the document ID from this particular step. Now I'll tell you why I am actually mapping this particular ID from the drop down, because as soon as a new data will arrive, if I have mapped any value, these values will be automatically changed. So that is why I am mapping this document ID instead of selecting from the drop down. And in the inserted text, well, we just need to provide the text which we have received via our OpenAI application. So here we have the generate content, and I am going to append my content here. Okay, so I have mapped my content. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and you will see the magic that the blog, basically this content will be added to my document. And here you can see the article has been added. Now after that, I am also going to attach the image. For that, I'll have to connect this Google Docs application once again, and this time in the action application, in the action event, I will select, let me show you. First I'm going to select this application, and in the action event we are going to select this insert an image to a document. Clicking on connect, and again I'll go with the existing connection, clicking on save, and finally here in this particular field I'll map the document ID as I have done in the previous step. Remove the existing ID, search for the document ID directly. Okay, so I have the document ID as this, and both of these IDs are same, so I can map anything, don't worry. And in this image URL, well, again I am going to map the same image URL which I have received this particular step, basically OpenAI and generate image. Here we have the image URL as this, so I'm going to map the same. So going down, and here I will search for that very same image URL. We have this particular step, and here we have the URL. Okay, so provide the magnitude, basically the height and the width. So how about I provide the height as 412 and the width as 412 again, and again I will click on this button, and you will see that this time the image will be also embedded with my document. And here you can see the response is received. Let us go back to the document, and let me refresh this document and check whether the image has been added or not automatically. Alright, waiting for that. And here you can see the image has been already also embedded into this particular document. Okay, so this is how now onwards, as soon as you are going to update the titles here, the blog titles here, the same will be generated automatically into this Google Docs document. But you must be thinking why this document is incompleted, because remember in the settings of the OpenAI, I have specified the maximum length as 256. So in place of that, if I will increase this particular length, the number of characters will be increased automatically, and this is how you will get a complete article in your Google Docs application. Alright, and once you have drafted the article, you have the article in this particular application, you can actually review this article, do the modifications as per your choice, and then finally you can publish these articles wherever you want. So this is how the blogs will be generated automatically. Let us test this automation in real time in front of you once again. And here let me tell you, if you want this automation to work in the real time, you'll have to enable the send on event option. What does that mean? I'm specifying the system that as soon as now onwards some event is going to happen. Basically, whenever a new data will arrive here, it should automatically send the data to Pabbly Connect, and this is how this automation will work. Okay, so here we have the blog title as the beauty of the Madhya Pradesh. I would like to create an article on that, and how about we provide the date of the creation, and remember we have provided the trigger column as B column. So I'm expecting that as soon as I'm going to press enter, after that the blog should be created automatically with this particular title, and image should be also inserted. Going back to my Google Drive, and here I am going to refresh my drive, and let us check whether yes, you can see the document, the blog has been generated automatically and immediately. The beauty of Madhya Pradesh. Let us open that document. Okay, very nice. Madhya Pradesh is a beautiful state located in the heart of India. It is known for its rich cultural heritage, breathtaking landscapes and majestic wildlife. The beautiful state is dotted with many national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and monuments. So here you can clearly see a very nice blog has been generated, and even a nice image has been also generated and embedded automatically into your document. So this is how now onwards, simply add the details here and get your articles drafted into your Google Drive, basically into the Google Docs application. And now finally I will update the sheet that the blog status is actually published. All right, and this is how I can automate the entire blog creation process with Pabbly Connect. And you just need to set this automation inside Pabbly Connect once, and after that everything will work in the backend instantly. Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. Okay, I will also attach the shareable link of my workflow into my description box. So if you'll click on this button, if you'll click on this particular link and sign up for free in the Pabbly Connect, the same workflow will be cloned into your account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.